over the past year, I've produced a lot of videos featuring gear, or in fact sometimes all about a particular item of gear that I had. Now this doesn't represent a change in the ethos of my channel, far from it. It just happens to be that this year, well, I've just bought a lot of new gear. So what I wanted to do in this video is to ditch all that gear chat and just focus purely on the photography. I'm not going to even talk about gear. I'm not even going to talk about camera settings. Now I still have a few gear videos to produce this year, so there will be some more of that coming, but I want to very much try and get back into the run of just doing videos about photography. So in this one, it's going to be all about this beautiful landscape. Let me walk you through this composition of great staple tool here. So I'm up on a rock ledge here, and along the right hand side I've obviously got these quintessential Dartmoor rock formations, but I've got this beautiful patch of grass here. It's like golden yellow greeny colour that you get at this time of year, and it's just gently blown in the wind. Then I've got one of the rock stacks, and then that goes out to the further rock stack there. Got some clouds in the sky. There's a little bit of mist kicking about as well, just to give it a bit of atmosphere. I'll just fine tune my composition, just trying to decide where these rocks come in and out of the frame. It's very important about what you include and what you exclude from the frame. I'll get my positioning right. I'll just readjust that. Get my exposure just down a bit. There we go. I think we do the focus. Check it out. Yeah, I really like that. Very Dartmoor. The sun is just peeking up above the horizon now. I can see the light just catching the top of those big tall clouds there. It's moments like this that you kind of live for as a landscape photographer. All the elements are just about there. I've got a little bit of mist still. In fact, there's a lot of mist down there. And I've got the sun just popping up above the horizon. Got some clouds there in the distance. I've got my fingers crossed. I could do with a bit of luck. Yes, it's happening. The sun just burst above the horizon. It looks fantastic. It's catching the top of the tors, and particularly it's catching that grass there, which it's going a lovely golden colour. It's adding texture and contrast to it. It's a really nice scene. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think there's more shots to be had, but I've got a funny feeling this is going to have to be a quick job, because yeah, these kind of conditions, they don't last. I'm going to take another shot now. Come down the other side and I've got this big wide open view. I've got Rouge Tor there, and then I've got this bank of fog there, so I'm going to get a nice wide shot. I've got the light from the sun here hitting across the side of the tors. It's a really nice scene. I'll just line this up, just fine tune it a little bit, take that shot. Yeah, ideal. Cracking conditions this morning. Right, I think my morning's work is complete, and to be honest, I'm reasonably happy with the way things have turned out this morning. I got some nice light, a bit of fog has come through as well, and it's added a bit of interest and drama to my pictures. Of course, I'll only know more when I get back to the computer and I'll have a look at them and I process them, but I think in principle I've got some pretty decent shots, or ones that I should be reasonably happy with in the context of today. And I learned something when I was at the photography show a few weeks back. It was Paul Sanders I was listening to do a talk, and he rates his images based on the day. Is that the best image I could have got on that day? Is that a 5-star image for that day? And I think that's a really good ethos, and it's something I'm trying to integrate into my own way of working with images. So I'll look at the images that I captured today, and rate them based on, you know, was that the best image I could get today? How does it fit into the photography of the day, rather than is that better than an image I took 2 years ago or 6 months ago? And I think that's a much more positive frame of mind, a more positive way of looking at your photography. So it's just one of the many things I learned from Paul Sanders doing his talk. It was really interesting. But like I say, I'm done here. I've had a good time, and I hope you've enjoyed this little photography adventure up to Dartmoor. This is something quite typical of the videos that I do. If you're new to the channel and you haven't watched me before, there's nothing I like better than coming up to Dartmoor on a Saturday morning with my camera and taking some photographs. So I do hope you've enjoyed this adventure, and you maybe got time to enjoy one of my other adventures. I'll pop a couple of playlists up in the screen as well, and remember to visit my website if you've got some time as well. But until the next video, I'll see you then.